Hello and welcome back to Let's Play. I am your host Bry, and this is my character, Bry. Today we are in Windurst. Here is the Windurst rent-a-room, and as I said in the Sandiorian clips, this rent-a-room is kind of a misnaming because you don't actually have to pay to go to use it. As you can see, we have a kind of a wood and stone look for the Windurst rooms. If this were my actual nation or residence, I wouldn't have any of this furniture that was provided in the room. I would have to bring my own. In Bastock, I said that the Windurst rooms, instead of having a fireplace or a stove or something, they had a fountain. And there it is. You could probably hear it over the sound card. It's a nice little water sound. Options are the same as in Sandioria, so I'll skip it. We are exiting, and Windurst is kind of big, so we're going to take a kind of a roundabout way to go around it all. We are going to visit first Windurst Walls. Now, in the Great War of 20 years ago, the Crystal War, Windurst, it was kind of sacked. Beastmen invaded, and they destroyed a lot of shit. And most of the damage was, well, kind of left alone. They kind of built around the damaged areas. This is the home of the Tarutaru and Mithra. And the Tarutaru, they keep order with the assistance of the Cardians, which are magical constructs. Their heads there, where it have that red triangled area, that's attached to a seed from their magical trees. And that is what gives the Cardians life. Here we have Windurst's resident Mithra girl. Give her a flower of some type, I won't say which, and she'll do something nice for you. Unlock your Mog House so you can exit any area. This is the Windurst Walls residential area entrance. Once upon a time you had to talk to this Taro down here to rent a room, but ever since the update that made it more accessible, you can just run right in. Windurst is built on a grassy plains area called the Saruda. That's the Taro name for it. And they kind of like building with wood. There's lots of trees here. Not much in the way of sidewalks, just dirt paths. We're approaching the Windurst Walls auction house. You can see it in front of me there. Windurst is also a great place for fishing. As you can see, the wooden boardwalk I'm walking on goes directly over water. You can see by looking down here a lot of rocks, a lot of building stones underneath the water level. When the Beastmen in the Crystal War sacked Windurst, they damaged all the dams that was holding the water back from Windurst, and it pretty much drowned out everything. So they just built over it. Now, the Tarutaru migrated here from way up in the north thousands of years ago, and the Mithra are a much more recent addition. They're from overseas. This is the tree that houses the government areas of Windurst. I'm going to run around this. No, let's go this way. The nation of Windurst is ruled by the Star Sibyl, which is their spiritual leader, and she is assisted by a group of patriarchs, important people in Windurst. They're not really featured in the game, but they're described as how the government functions. The different government agencies are the Ministries of Magic, and they have headquarters pretty much all over Windurst. Let me show you the map once I get up here. Heaven's Tower is in the middle, and there's a walkway that surrounds the whole thing. Our first stop will be Heaven's Tower. Now, during the Great War, the actual steps that led up to the tower were destroyed, so rather than rebuilding all those stone steps, they just put a boardwalk up here, and it works for them, so more power. You go, little Taro dudes. Security is pretty good here. They don't let you walk through the door. They teleport you in if they think you have the right to go. Now, I am not Windurstian, so I can't go upstairs. To get there, you would go through that door up in front of me, and then through a door with the blue light coming out of it. It's magically sealed. I can go downstairs, which I will in a minute. If you wanted to change your nationality to Windurst, you talk to these people over here and you could do it. This person here is a ninja, and she runs one of the PvP events called shoot, what's it called? It's called Ballista, and each nation has a person that handles Ballista for that nation. You talk to, if you're a Windurstian, you would talk to this lady to actually sign up for so that you can play Ballista. It's, if I had to describe it, it's like combat basketball. You dig up rooks, which are pretty much rocks out of the ground, and you drop those into a goalpost, but the goalpost is closed and it doesn't open up unless you take out one of the opposing players. So this is the downstairs, and here this is a nursery. They try and grow new star trees with their magical fruits. The ones that they don't get to grow very well, they use those seeds for making new Cardians. The roots of the great star tree from up above penetrate all the way down here, and they keep going down, as you can see. And here they grow trees. This is pretty much the only place I can currently go in Heaven's Tower, so we'll find our way out now. Now, I was talking about the Taru and the Mithra. The Taru emigrated from way up north, and they were fleeing some catastrophe, which I'll not get into right now. The Mithra are from overseas. They came most of the way overseas to an island nation called Kazum, which we'll see another time as well. And then from there they came all the way over to the mainland, and they're arranged mostly in mercenary groups. They were used extensively. They were hired extensively by Windurst during the Crystal War, because Windurst does not have a strong military. Now, Windurst does have military forces. They're the combat casters. Taru really focus in on magic, and the elite units are